Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys.
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll throw it on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the ground game. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. To the air, it's Sellers. Steps away to find some room. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Caught in the backfield. It's Harbor. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Rebels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right. As a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores in the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make?
He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Now adjusting. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Back to pass, it's Howard. He's got it. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now the play fake. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And it's incomplete on third down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
It is perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. First down for the offense. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Trucks through the defender. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Turns it on in midfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Howard. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He leaves it with his back. Showing off the arm. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's McGowan. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's open. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. That's caught. It's Scott. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Forced out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. They're trying to get to him. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. He's looking to throw it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Rebels send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. And the route is on.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Howard. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him, he keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 35, he's loose. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the counter. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! What a catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Bringing it back, it's McGowan. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. On this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. On the run, it's Howell. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah,
and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction.